Zion Clark, you're our guest, man. Welcome to the Charity Stripe, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, we're stoked to have you, man. You have a big fight coming up.
Yeah.
It's your first UFC fight, MMA fight?
My first pro MMA fight.
Yeah.
I got lucky, I guess. Usually got to fight a whole bunch of amateur fights to get a pro fight, but this is it was going straight pro with the shit. I just saw the promotion earlier today. It was like, can this guy defeat the fastest man in the world two hands? I think not.
Would you say that this fight is more of like a challenge for yourself, or is it more of like a career path you actually want to take?
No, it's more of a career path.
Nice.
It's not nothing. I would never just go out there and tear my body up for no reason. I've been a martial artist almost 20 years next year. And it's just the next step in what my journey's been since I started as a 6-year-old in the sport of wrestling.
I love it.
Yeah, how quickly did you fall in love with wrestling? I want to get into your story a little bit for those who don't know, because you were born without legs, correct? And then you were also born into foster care.
Yeah.
And then somehow you made it out of both and are an incredible wrestler and a motivational speaker, which is pretty bonkers.
Yeah, no, a lot of people think it's a crazy success story, but yeah, no, I grew up in the foster care system. I'm from Ohio. Yeah. And, it's been really just tough, and, not having a family, not having food, not having water, not having clothes on your back. Makes
you look good now, though, dude.
No,
Swaggy.
Not about how you start, dude.
That's how you finish. But it was real tough, and I used to wear the same pair of clothes in school every day, and people would make fun of me because I stink, and it's been a long journey since then. I went from a guy that didn't have any friends and guy that didn't have any type of skill to having a dope skill, many friends, and all the girls I want.
Okay, that's not tough to complain about. I mean, people used to make fun of me for smelling too, but that was IBS.
But I used to get made fun of for stinking, and I didn't have legs. So.
Man,
it used to be bad. They'd be like, "Oh, here come Lieutenant Dan," and at first, I thought it was funny, but I was like, "You guys are real assholes."
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, that's brutal.
But with all that, I learned how to just love myself. Yeah. And just appreciate me for who I am, not giving a crap about what anybody else is thinking. And that's what, in turn, really helped me realize that I have a lot of capabilities to become a great athlete and just a good man in general.
Do you think, wrestling was the perfect sport for you then because of the amount of discipline
it
requires?
Dude, yeah, absolutely. The sport of wrestling, it's nobody, there's not a single person that could just walk in off the street, or even pro athletes that are not in the sport that could be like, oh, I'm going to be a wrestler. It doesn't work like that.
For sure.
But us as wrestlers, we can be like, we're going to go play football, and we tear it up.
Yes.
We can be like, we're going to go play basketball, and we tear it up.
And not just sports, too. Music,
yeah.
One of my best friends, actually, probably my best friend growing up, was a wrestler at 96 pounds in high school.
Okay, sounds like me.
Yeah, one of the best in the state, and now is an incredible musician. People he never played music in his life. Great at the guitar, and people how's that possible? You could probably attest this. His mental,
it's the mental aspect of it. But I was making music before I even knew what wrestling was. I was making music before I knew how to read. I was a 3-year-old playing full songs on a keyboard. I would mimic off the radio, and then at 4 years old, I was playing a full drum set. It's something that was more of an innate ability I guess I had. But now that I'm older, I've been able to tap into it, and it's been consistency, just constant practicing, constant working on the musical side of things, to the point where now I'm getting ready to start releasing my own music. I'm getting ready to start another career path in that, too, because music is a talent that I would rather not let go to waste.
Of course. Who are some inspirations for you? Musically.
Nina Simmons. She's a legend. I would say Ray Charles.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, what's his name? He sings that one song. Shoot, I can't think of his name right now.
Why don't you just sing it?
If I know it, I'll fall in with you. Yeah.
Do you already have a song picked out that you're going to play for yourself to amp you up for the fight?
No, I have a song from an artist I like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
You guys better watch it.
Yeah. That's good, man. It's a way to sell a pay-per-view right
I'll tell
there.
You, the whole arena going to be shaking when I walk out.
Yeah.
December 17th. That's when y'all find that song out. Yeah.
What are you trying to prove to yourself, maybe?
Nothing. I like to fight, man. I have a good time. I like the fact that it's a type of sport where it's not one set way to do things.
Yes.
In basketball, there's certain way to do things. Even if somebody has their own style, there's certain way to do things. Wrestling, you can completely dismantle it and create a whole new style. Fighting, you can completely dismantle it, create a whole new style, and it still be effective because it's just something somebody hasn't done yet. And with me doing this, I'm not like, yeah, the world's like, oh, how's he gonna fight, all this and that, but it's more so like, guys, I'm here, I've been here. You saw me in the college level, I disappeared for a little bit because I was working on this, and so now I'm here, and Eugene Murray, I'm gonna knock your ass out because that is why, like, I'm a fighter. I'm a
bad day to be Eugene, dude.
Yeah, bad day to be Eugene.
I don't want to doubt. It's so dumb to doubt you. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Not just because you're sitting right next to me, just in the gym, just because in the sense that like every step of the way you've done it, and like we watched like clips and documentary, and like you've also learned how to lose. So it's not like you just came into this thing and were dominating right away.
No, I got my ass kicked before I could take a step forward into the realm of success. It was losing like the way I did. A lot of people would give up, and I just didn't really care.
When you're wrestling, like the balance between emotions and tactics, like how does that come into play as you're competing? Because I feel like if I were in a fight and someone punched me, like the first thing it's obviously different, right? MMA, you can get punched. Wrestling, someone pins you, but you don't want to expend too much energy. But when you get emotional, sometimes you can, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance that?
When I get emotional, it's worse for you.
It's fuel.
Because like I dial in to like a dangerous level. And if you actually have the capability of pissing me off, then you probably shouldn't be near me anyways. Because again, I grew up like my whole entire life has been like fighting. If you bust at me, I'm gonna bust back. You flinch towards me, I'm gonna flinch back. You want to talk shit, I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm just gonna punch you in the mouth. So that's just how it goes, man. But like that's that realm of like that's that bubble though of me being a martial artist. Outside that, I've learned how to be an upstanding citizen. I have nothing but respect for everybody. But in there, I get to be the killer I am, man. And I like it.
Yeah, tactically, like because again, it's different than wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can use his legs and he can kick and he can punch. Or those? This is just me like thinking out loud, like of like strategy of like how it can go like not your way.
Oh, it could not go my way a lot of ways, but here's the thing: I've trained for those situations.
Right.
I've trained for if I get knocked to my ass, how to recover, how to bounce back. I've trained how to defend kicks. I can block kicks with my hands. I can block punches and kicks with my hands in a flurry of combinations. It's all part of the training. If I don't train it, then that's probably not going to happen. But if I train it, I'm going to get my body accustomed to what I should expect. And Eugene throws sloppy kicks and sloppy punches. I've watched this film. So
what do you expect his game plan to be?
Well, according to a reporter or whatever he talked to the other day, I guess he wants to try to like take me down.
So like, dumb, I feel like.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
The last play, like that's probably where you're most comfortable.
Exactly. I was like, I'm thinking like, oh, this is about to be a cakewalk. Like, bro, you understand like how much of a like what I don't even know how to say this. Like, you don't understand how high of a level I am when it comes to just straight up grappling. Like jiu-jitsu grappling, I train with masters. I learn from masters. And it's not like I just go through a class. No, like I work with them one-on-one to figure out how I can do this, and then they make me do those things over and over and over again until I can't move my arms. Until it's literally ingrained into my muscles. So, like, if you want to take me down, go ahead. And if you do take me down, good for you. But, like, here's the thing. I've learned how to, like, wrestling, you're not supposed to go to your back. I've learned how to be acclimated of going to my back. So he thinks he's going to take me down because I'm a wrestler and he's going to be able to get my neck. You're going to take me down, and I'm going to flip to my back, and I'm going to break your neck. You know what I mean?
Because it's completely different in an MMA fight.
It's different.
You can like play from your back a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I throw elbows from my back. I throw punches from my back. Like he thinks he's really just gonna take me down.
You can get
and
a
have
submission
his way.
from your back.
I can
Get your arm over his shoulder.
Yeah, I can do a lot of shit from off my back.
So you'd prefer him to take you to the ground?
If he wants to, yeah.
What's your weight right now?
I'm like 110, 100,
Whoa.
something like that. But I'm still fighting at like 120, 125. But that's what I did in college, so that's still no difference to me.
How heavy are you lifting?
Like 350.
On bench?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit.
That's insane.
Wait, what's
times
the NFL Combine? What is
225.
it? 225. So
Yeah,
like what?
you're repping that
I
out,
was
like-
doing 225.
I did
when
that
was
3
18.
times on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah.
I came back like I won the championship.
Yeah, dude. No, I remember I first hit 200 pounds. Like I was like 17. I hit 225 when I turned 18. Then ever since then it just got stronger. But I'm not the guy that's gonna keep pushing until I can't go no more. Listen, I'm gonna get to a certain weight where I feel comfortable, and like in the 300s I feel comfortable. So then I push for stamina. And so now imagine 300 pounds of pressure coming at your face that's not getting tired.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, that's a tough thing to imagine. What early on, was there a point where you wanted to quit, or maybe 7
Yeah,
points?
you know, and my coaches literally wouldn't let me. You know, I would skip practice and I would go home, and they'd call my mom.
Mom's a big figure for you.
Yeah.
I mean, for all honestly,
I did that.
I could say
I almost quit wrestling and track. It was easier for me to stay in wrestling because I had friends. I'm also a pro track and field athlete. I quit track and field, and I just like skipped practice, went and bullshit. I was like, I'm from the hood, man, so I went back with my homies. Like we just out there, just bullshit and clown around, doing probably illegal shit, and you know, I remember I went home at about the time I was supposed to be back home from practice. And, like, there's a car in the driveway, and I walk inside. It's my coach and my mom.
Oh, no.
And, I got grounded and then got forced to go back to track and field. But in turn, I became a multiple-time state champ and a national champ. So I'm grateful for it.
What's like your mind flow like in the big stage? Obviously, practice is one thing, right? And you were saying like you're so accustomed and it's in your muscle memory. But like, how's your workflow and your mind flow like when you get up there? Like, it seems like you're stoked for like a bigger crowd. Like, kind of talking to you out there, like not even like what we've discussed this far.
Yeah, I'm ready to put on a show. You know what I mean? Wrestling, man, it's no different. You know, I was wrestling in these giant arenas against some of the biggest schools in the country. You know, and I was the life of the shit, man. Honestly, like it was so crazy. Like to think back at it now, you know, in that moment, I wasn't trying to lose. I was just trying to go out there. You know, I was tired from a week of practice. Everybody was tired. We wanted to go kick some ass and go sit down. And you know, every time I walk out the mat, I had everybody's eyes. Every time I had everybody's eyes. And when I won, every time it was loud, like extremely loud. And I'm ready for that feeling again, honestly. It's
addicting.
Dude, it's so addicting.
Well, I mean, people love an underdog story, of course, but at what point when you become, you know, the favorite and you prove everyone wrong, like you're going to be the favorite and the guy you're fighting against is going to be underdog, you know what I mean? Are they going to
I like that. Then I get to prove myself even further.
Right.
To the point where, like, look, now that I'm at the top, I want you guys to come try me. I want somebody that's better than me to come give me a challenge. And then, again, I'll stay at the top, you know? In wrestling, I was that guy to beat. You know, if you beat me, you were saying something. You probably went up in the rankings if you beat me.
Yeah.
You know, so like it was always like I always had a target on my back. And I expect nothing different stepping into this realm of martial arts.
So I saw also that the Olympics are a goal for you as well. Right?
Yeah.
2024, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
talk about being the best in the world, right?
Yeah, I know, right? And that's where track and field comes into play. I've had a lot of success with that and wrestling, so I'm going to make a run here soon. I've competed against other Olympians, whether it's wrestling or track and field. I've competed against both, and I've won against both. And I've seen glimpses of it myself in those victories to the point where I'm like, oh shit, this isn't just like something that's a thought. This is real life. This can really happen. And so over the last years, last couple of years, I've put in a lot of training, just to really fine tune my body and get real focused to the point where I step out there. I don't have any doubts or anything going through my head that's gonna tell me I'm gonna lose. Everything from the cells and every cell in my body is screaming like go, win. You know, and that's how it's gonna go. You know, 2024 come around, the trials come around, I'm gonna be right there in front and center.
So do you have to like split up your style of training? Obviously, you've been prepping for the fight, but when it comes to racing versus wrestling, is it different styles of training?
The only
or like
reason I'm a multiple-time state champ and a pro and national champ in track and field is because I was already in shape for wrestling.
Yeah.
I trained for a month and a half and won 2 state titles for the first time ever being in the sport. and then went pro the same year. So like I really credit all that to like my wrestling training.
Yeah.
Because like there's no other conditioning compared to it, unless you're fighting.
Right.
Is the individuality one of their, just for like the sports you're involved in, and we've spoken to other Olympians before, it's a question, I just never asked.
Yeah.
Is the individuality like one of the tougher parts at times? Of the
No,
sport?
because you have a whole team behind you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's an individual sport, but like I look at my guys on Team Body Shop like they're my brothers. Like I've known them forever. Kent State. Those guys on that team. Those guys are my brothers. One of them flew out here for my birthday a couple months ago.
Yeah. Happy belated.
No, thank you. But like that goes to show like the bonds go deeper than just you being out there is one for one. And at the end of the day, for wrestling example, like even if you're like you might be with your team, you might be out there wrestling by yourself, but you're scoring points for your team.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's an individual tournament, because it might be an individual tournament, but we're still going by teams.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting, it's more individual, but like you have your coaches, you got your team all in your corner, literally. Sorry, I got the hiccups.
You're good. We've definitely all been there.
Yeah.
The old hiccups.
But it's so crazy. It's for it being the most singled out sport.
Yeah.
The community is just absolutely huge.
I mean, everyone knows everybody in Ohio.
Yeah.
I grew up in New York. Everyone knows everybody in the wrestling community.
Yeah. One of my I have a lot of respect for wrestlers coming out of New Jersey, honestly.
Yeah, solid.
Like they're really good out there.
Iowa.
Yeah, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Ohio. Ohio sits at the top of the pecking order with the sport of wrestling.
For sure.
Fucking Oklahoma is pretty good. California is good. California when it comes to high school wrestlers, California only has one division. It's a 64-man bracket, a 4-day state tournament. Joey won. My boy Joey. You guys know who Joey Davis is, right?
I've heard of Jerry Davis, yeah.
It's AJ's cousin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was a state champ out in California. He went undefeated through the whole bracket, was number 1 seeded, just knocked off everybody.
Damn.
Like to do something like that, that's like I have a lot of respect for California wrestling.
Over how many days?
4 days.
It's crazy.
4 days of wrestling and to come out on top, that's a challenge.
I mean, it's wear and tear on your body, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people think it's not as much because the matches are quick, but like,
I mean,
exhausting.
I'm telling you, in college, that first 3 minutes is the longest 3 minutes of your entire life. Yeah, my boy. So Joey, he won a high school state champ, and then went 133-0, becoming a 4-time NCAA champ for Division II NCAA. Wrestled guys from D1 all the way through everybody. Miles Martin is?
heard that name.
Yeah, but he beat him. One of the few people Miles ever lost to was my boy Joey.
Well, that's like
Miles
one of those
is one
things.
of the greatest like wrestlers to ever step through college.
I mean, there's so many guys in like wrestling where if you are the best, you tend to have like very minimal losses.
Yeah.
Like you could count them on your hands.
Yeah, no,
If.
and that's what it was like for me in college, man. Like, I didn't lose very often. I spent most of my year winning. I ended up becoming team captain at my sophomore year, just because, like, I had the best record on the team, and then on top of that, I brought my boys together. I did not exclude anybody from any of my antics on or off the mat. If we all went down, we all went down together. If we all got up, we all got up together.
Yeah.
And that's how I always ran it.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine, that's just another challenge in getting over the hill. I mean, the whole sport itself, from like, people talk about practice, right, and like other sports and the importance of that. But like, practicing is, I will say, having played, it's the most grueling. Almost more grueling than the match.
Oh, yeah,
the lack of eating.
If you told me I had to wrestle 3 matches in a day, I could do that. If you told me I had to go to 3 practices a day, I would tell you no.
No chance.
No chance.
But I did it anyways. I used to go to 3 practices a day. That's how I was able to develop my skills. So
Yeah.
I did technically say yes. But if someone asked me now, or 5 years from now, I'd be like, no, you're out your mind. But again, like, man, it makes it fun. I always was going back and forth between the 125-pounder at Penn State, and as he kicked the shit out of me the first time we met. my freshman year, like teched me like 15-0, like did me bad.
Just whopped you.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and it hurt. That one hurt
Yeah.
a bit. But then I remember that we met at a tournament like 4 days later, in PA at this school called Alderson Broadus, and I knocked him off in the semifinals. And like it's like what I had his number, he had mine. Walking into it as a freshman, I had a pretty big name for myself going to my freshman year of college. Like, I was that guy. I was like that guy. And I was a starter. So people were like, yo, watch out for Kent State's 125-pounder. Watch out for Kent State's 125-pounder. And so, like, he was, like, really, I can't remember his name. But dude was so fast. I just couldn't keep up with it. So, over those 4 days, I did a lot of conditioning and drilled a lot of speed drills. Like, so I'm catching his hands. I'm countering his moves. I ended up beating him 5-3. A complete flip over on how the previous match went.
Wait,
Yeah.
and that was 5 days later.
Yeah.
Damn. So you had the last laugh.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then we wrestled 2 more times. We both went. We're both 2-2 against each other.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go try to entice him to do MMA with you and get one more at him?
That'd be
Another
nice.
crack.
I'd be like, let's run a buster. Like, come on.
What other goals do you have in fighting? I mean, UFC, is that something you have interest
Oh
in?
yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you're on Dana
UFC
White's
UFC
radar?
and Bellator told me no to competing. So, but now, guess who's sniffing their nose at this fight? UFC and Bellator.
Dana.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? So run me my contract. Watch me knock this dude out and run me my contract. That's how I really feel about it.
Why they say no?
Because I'm a downed opponent, technically. But if I can't kick you in the head, you can't kick me in the head. It balances it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you still
Can
get
he
to
not
kick-
do that?
No, he can't kick me in the dome. He can kick me in my neck and everywhere below.
Okay.
And like I've been accidentally kicked in the head, like training for this anyway. So like I'm gonna expect it probably to happen a couple times. You know what I mean? And like
Oh,
I
he
don't
can't
have
kick
a
you-
glass
Would
jaw.
that kick you in the head?
That's a specific rule for your fight?
Yeah,
Wow.
He can't kick you in the head?
yeah. But again, can I kick him in the head?
No.
No.
Exactly. But he can kick me everywhere else.
Okay, but I feel
And
like
he
that's
can-
that's
he
way
can
more.
throw
But you think
manageable,
he's
though.
gonna
throw-
he's gonna toe the line a little bit though.
Oh, he definitely will.
Yeah.
He definitely will.
See
Yeah.
what the ref lets him get away with.
Yeah,
Even if you slip one in there, you're fine.
yeah. I've been doing simulation matches, and like, coach will purposely like throw a kick or something, and I just get out the way, or if it does hit, block.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just how you're supposed to in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
or
mean?
kind of maybe if you can catch and reverse.
Counter, catch the leg.
Yeah.
In your dream scenario, who would you want to fight?
I don't give a damn.
Anybody. Whoever wants to smoke.
Who's gonna pay me the most?
Yeah.
Because again, fighting's a business too. At the same time, it's not. I'm not just going out here rinky dink. It's I've put 5 years into this shit. And
Yeah.
I just got a contract, so buy my fight.
Yeah. Was there times where you wanted to quit though, like this portion of fighting in your life?
No,
The 5 years you
remember
were
the
you were
first
ready
time
to do
I
it.
walked in the gym. Y'all know Kevin, Baby Slices, Kimbo Slices.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
my
yeah.
boy,
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin. First day I met him 5 years ago, the first sparring session, he punched me in the mouth and sat my ass down, and then I stood right back up. Went
You
right
need
back
that
up in his
sometimes, you
face,
know?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
Exactly.
Mike Tyson said that.
Mike Tyson said the best. He gave me this actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going hot boxing?
I went on the strain reviews.
Very nice.
Oh, dude, you should watch it. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's
Is,
can't
is
imagine.
Mike one of the guys that you really looked up to growing up?
Yeah, and then finally being able to sit in the same room as him and to get respect from him and a personal level, outside of him being like, I got to talk to Mike Tyson. I didn't talk to Iron Mike, the boxer, or nothing like that. I got to sit down on a couch, roll up some doinks, and like talk to the GOAT and like get his personal viewpoint on a lot of things.
What was like the biggest thing you've learned from him then?
He just told me like, don't just stop caring about all the other shit that other people are saying.
Do you
He
still
said-
care? Like I'd
don't-
imagine.
not really.
Yeah.
I really just don't give a damn about nothing. Like I'm doing well in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very comfortable at the position I'm in right now.
Where was there a time where it was harder to kind of like drown the rest of it out, or just be like, it doesn't bother me?
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
everybody was like, especially the last couple of years, everybody was up my butt about a lot of things, and all I wanted to do was fight, and so the last couple of years I started traveling all across the United States and seeking out the best UFC fighters, seeking out the best Muay Thai fighters, seeking out the best boxers,
And sparring
learning
with them,
from
or?
them, sparring and drilling and learning
Wow.
from them. Everything that's part of my technique now, I've learned from somebody in the MMA world that's had a shit ton of success.
Do you like traveling? Like, is that something that you've enjoyed?
Oh yeah, I just got back from Qatar.
Really?
I was at the World Cup.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
How was it?
Do you see us? Do you see us play?
Huh? Yeah, I watched the U.S. team. I watched them draw twice.
I saw the Wales game and the England game.
Yeah, I watched that.
Do you went to half for games?
Yeah.
Couple snooze fests out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it was lit though.
it's cool.
Sure.
Dude, there's a lot of Americans out there.
I'm sure.
Like people saying like, "Oh, I'm from Jersey." I'm
But like
from
not a
New
ton of
York,
places to
I'm
party
from
though, right?
Texas. Nah, but we threw our own.
Okay.
Yeah, I was with a squad, dog pound crew.
I feel you.
A lot of the models that we have there, we had some fun. So,
What's
uh,
what's like your like meal plan for getting ready for this fight?
I eat at Erewhon Market for the most part. It's a lot of
It's
healthy.
kind of hard to go wrong there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
food
Except the
is-
smoothies. I gotta be honest.
What?
I like. You don't like the
Bro,
smoothies?
what are you talking
I
What's
can't
wrong
get behind a
with
$22 smoothie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
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 no, I can't
yeah,
get behind
yeah.
the $22 smoothie though.
I'm just
neither.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the food's bad.
I can get behind a $50 rotisserie chicken. though.
50?
Hey, there you go.
50. It's good though.
Fine.
That's that good cluck cluck.
Yeah, wait, you know what?
Yeah.
Fine. Like, cause you know what? You can prepare the chicken a different way. I know how to make a smoothie. It's
kind
milk
of
and
blender
ice.
they using,
It's
huh?
milk, ice, and like, is it the blender? Is it like
But it's non-fat milk. It's
no
uh,
GMO?
it's-
You get me for
it's
get me for
health- it's healthy
14.
milk.
Get me for 14. I'm good to get. You can get me for 14.
Once
me-
you go north of 20, that's
Go
tough.
north of
That's
20
tough.
for a
That's
smoothie.
tough.
Yeah, no, it is
Killing me,
kinda hard.
Smalls.
On principle, it's just like, all right.
Like I try to like use like my deals and stuff. I'll Uber
Yeah.
Eats it. So like I save up. I
feel
travel
you.
a lot. So like I
Yeah.
save up a lot of points. In Uber
Stacking
Eats.
it up.
Dude, I have like 5,000. No more. Like probably like 6,000 points on Uber Eats now.
Damn, I gotta check my points.
Dude, yeah, like I get myself free rides, free
I
food.
he just orders it and then I Venmo him because he's got the Uber Eats Plus or whatever. And
I
don't
I
have
have that. I,
it. I don't know why I have it.
points.
Yeah,
Dude, I could be getting free Erewhon smoothies.
you probably have like
Yeah, you probably have a ton of
500,000 points, man.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah, you just gotta look at it.
Yeah.
Bro, like
They
Shout out
won't-
Uber
they won't-
Eats.
they won't
if I was a rude host, I'd be checking my phone right now for it. That's for damn sure.
Dude, they just don't tell you.
Fucking scammers.
I like how we just transferred from like fighting to smoothies.
Dude, I mean,
Hey,
that's
we're
showbiz,
fighting-
baby.
we're
fighting for a good deal. On
Showbiz.
We're fighting for a good deal on smoothies. Right? Just fighting to understand what the hell is in the Erewhon smoothie that costs $22.
I don't know.
Bee pollen's expensive these
It
days.
It better be something. It better be gold, like golden nuggets.
Yes. Heidi Klum better have something in there too. You know what I'm saying? Some of her blood, honestly, make me
Yeah,
look younger
honestly.
and handsome. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
like, what?
just she's a supporter of Erewhon.
I bet she does.
I read that somewhere on Twitter. So you really never know what you can. You never know what you can believe.
So you're talking. Okay, so you like traveling. Qatar. You went to Qatar. Was that the coolest place outside of the States you've been to?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Mexico, Canada, Qatar. I'm getting ready to go to New Zealand and Africa coming up the next couple months.
That's dope.
And I'm supposed to go to Dubai here soon.
Do you have like a post fight like a decompress? Is that like kind of like how it goes?
You don't even want to see how I'm going to decompress after this fight. I'm going back home and I'm turning it all the way up with the homies. So
I love it.
yeah,
I mean, like how like are you? When was are you drinking at all? No, right?
not right now, no.
How long? Like have you not when did the
When do you
fight
hit stop?
Like,
Yeah.
well, when did I stop it? About a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Stopped drinking, stopped smoking, all this stuff like that. So I just been training and shit. So
Are there-
I've been really healthy.
Are there other like hobbies or like are there other challenges like outside of fighting, outside of music that you're looking to get into? Because I feel like do you feel a little limitless? Like once now that you've like broken a certain barrier, you could do anything kind of deal.
Yeah, I do a lot of different things. I'm getting ready to go skydiving. I've already jumped off of bridges. I've jumped off of cliffs and shit. I like heights.
Might as well rip a plane at
Yeah,
that
why
point.
not? Or like a helicopter. Or
Yeah.
a hot air balloon or something. Like,
The hot air balloon's been like a fad lately.
dude, I know. There's a video when the dude's like, "Don't let me go."
The hanging
That's
on.
my boy Johnny. He
Really?
wrestled at Ohio State, and that's how I met him.
Damn, the wrestlers are crazy, huh?
Dude, wrestlers are crazy, dude. My
I know
buddy
you
who's
guys
a
know
wrestler.
exactly what video I'm talking about.
100%. My buddy who's a wrestler, like super diligent guy, can like cut weight like that.
But has a switch that just flips.
I mean, dude, it was a freak show, dude. He was crazy. He was so crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Nah, dude, see, and that's what people think I'm so calm, bro. Listen, I have done some really
I don't know.
out of pocket.
I did not
things.
think that from the first 3 minutes.
We watched a little bit of your documentary, and it's you mentioned how you were getting in trouble a lot as a kid, and you were just testing to see like what you can get away with. You know?
Yeah, who's to say that isn't happening now?
No feds are watching this. Don't worry.
Yeah, honestly, I want to rob a bank.
Dude, let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Let's get 6 more people. I'm down. Like I've like if I know that like knock on wood, but if I got like a terminal illness, I'm going for the bank.
Honestly.
Why not? I'm going out and
Can you
swinging.
imagine the adrenaline rush to that?
Right?
Yeah.
We knew a guy who robbed 30 banks.
We know
Wait,
a guy.
what?
We didn't
No
know.
guy.
You
No,
still
I
around.
know
no
him.
gun.
We know
No
a guy.
How do you rob a bank without a gun?
Bro,
Notes. You
He-
pass a note.
He would trick them into thinking that he had or worse, and they would believe it.
Oh, wow.
Imagine if he
He's a
put that to like,
genius.
imagine if he put that to picking up girls at the bars. Like so smooth, dude.
Hey, I've got
You
a
didn't-
gun.
yeah,
You
you
killing me right now.
Be cleaning the house out. Hey, nobody
That's wild.
Don't make a scene. I have a gun.
But no, like, for real, like,
tearing up West Hollywood.
when it comes to, like, yeah, I'm like mild tempered sometimes. Dude, I've done some crazy things, even like a couple weeks ago. You know, that I'm not gonna talk about.
You don't know, no pressure. You don't have.
You know, but like, you know, I like to push the limits.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can people why would people think that they'd be like, dude, you're such an inspiration. You push the limits. What do you think part of limit breaking and limit pushing is? You test the limit. You see the line right there. Step over it. See what happens.
What do you think the hardest thing that you've had to accomplish is?
Learning how to fight this last 5 years. I used to get my ass kicked like severely. Like I have scars. I have like marks on my face from it. Like my face is permanently dinged up.
Yeah.
From just learning very hard lessons.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of the hardest things I think I've learned how to do. But now I feel comfortable. I'm flowing. I'm able to match the strength and technique of guys like AJ, Coach Tone, my teammates, Joey, everybody that I'm training with on a daily.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the point where, like, you know, my coach told me, he kept telling me year after year, you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. And in this last, like, 7 months, he was just like, oh, you're finally fucking getting somewhere. And I was like, I could feel it too. I was finding myself in less danger. I was staying more calm in like super high stress situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like not getting choked out anymore. And I was the one that was choking cats out, landing punches in the most ridiculous positions. Because I have almost a 7-foot arm span. You know.
What?
Yeah, it's like 6'7", 6'8" arm span. Dude, like my arms are really long.
Damn.
Yo. I saw a video of you dunking.
Yeah, I got thrown out of basketball hoop a couple years ago. My boy woke me up at like 5.
But like they didn't have to throw you that high. Your arms are so long.
Yeah, but it just made for the dramatic effect.
It was a dramatic. It was a dramatic ass video, dude.
And my boy is strong as all get out. So for it to throw me like that,
Yeah.
I told him we're doing it one time and one time only, and I've stuck to that.
You only need one take, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're a high pressure
Unless
guy.
like LeBron James or somebody throws me at the basketball hoop or something,
Then you got to do it twice.
then I'll do it.
Who are like
Hooping all day.
You watch about other sports? Like
I mainly watch the sports I compete in. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like to study.
Cool.
But I watch football. You know, I'm from Massillon, Ohio. We're like the birthplace of American football. So
Yeah.
with that being said, it was kind of jammed down my throat since I was a kid.
Yeah.
are you a
Dude,
Bengals fan kind of? Like a Bengals fan?
You know,
Browns?
Bengals fan. So my high school stadium is called Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
Okay.
Paul Brown was our first coach.
Yeah.
Paul Brown was like Bengals' first coach.
Yeah.
The Bengals stadium is there because of my high school.
Benji's, baby.
And they're
Benji's.
orange and black like my Tigers because of Paul Brown made the. They're both
I love
Tigers.
that.
Yeah.
Good color scheme too.
Yeah.
It's a great color scheme. Like the Browns are orange. It's just something about
Yeah.
them is just like kind of puke in my mouth a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, is that how you feel?
I don't feel good about the Browns.
I will always feel great about the Browns. You know, I'm a real fan.
Really?
I went to every game the year they went 0-16.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Also because I was poor and they were selling tickets for $5.
All right, there it goes.
But like ever since like my entire life, the Browns have sucked, and I've always loved the Cleveland Browns.
You went to all 8 of the 0-16 games.
Damn, that's.
What do you learn?
That's
From
Did you
Like,
think they
what
were
do you
gonna-
learn from
yeah.
that?
You might be the only
You think they were
person
gonna
I've
win
ever
any
met
one of
that-
those
that's
games?
done that.
I mean,
Hey, what do
a
you-
lot of some of those games were like close.
Yeah.
And I would think like, oh shit, here
This
we
could
go.
be it? Yeah.
They would throw the fourth quarter every time. Throw it like they'd have open field, fumble the ball.
But I feel like by the
There
time
There's a
you've
couple
seen, by the
games I
time,
remember that season. They're like, y'all probably should have won that one.
by the time
Yeah.
you've seen like 10 of them though in a row, you're like, okay, we know what's
Dude, they
gonna
went
happen.
like they went
And
like
I
one.
was-
They went
and
like
I
1 and 31.
And I was still in the stands going woo woo woo. Hey, that's because I love the fucking Browns.
Nothing more respectable than like seeing like somebody, even though you know you're gonna lose.
Listen, I know my team.
You just get
sucks.
pissed drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Honestly,
party.
sometimes it's better than high expectations. We're Texas Longhorn fans, and like the
Okay.
expectations are always so high, and they always disappoint. I always wondered what it would be like to know your team stinks going into it, and you can just absolutely get hammered.
Dude, it makes it more fun.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause, like,
sure.
like, any first down, cool. Any field goal,
Yeah.
it was epic.
No, I do.
Touchdown, forget about it.
Dude,
I
mean,
definitely
touchdown,
forget
dude,
about it.
We're storming the field.
Yeah.
If you score one touchdown, dude.
Bro, I feel that because we were at the bar the other day for the Netherlands USA game. We scored 1 goal. The place, it was like 7 a.m. The place blew the roof off, dude.
Dude, I don't get that about soccer. How can you sit there for 90 minutes? Like, I had a good time 90 minutes.
You saw a 0-0
nobody
game.
scored.
You saw a
So
0-0
0-0
game.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit. They should
nobody scored.
money back, dude.
And, like, everybody getting close. Everybody getting, like, they get close to the goal, get close to the goal. The whole crowd. Oh! And,
Nothing.
like, then they don't score.
Yeah, but what about like? I feel like there's the tactics though. I enjoy watching that shit where it's like I can see what they're trying to do. It never ends up actually happening.
Yeah.
But like,
Like, I saw
I
the,
can watch
I
it
don't
3
know
or
if I
4
enjoy it.
times.
Who's the blonde haired dude from Team Brazil? It's like their most
Neymar.
Neymar.
I watched him hit a windmill kick
Dude,
into
they're
a
different,
legal
though.
goal.
I mean,
now that shit, I went crazy.
yeah,
That's
they're
cool.
nasty.
And I saw it up
They're nasty.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, bro, like his whole flip around, like his head was literally upside down midair.
Our guy tried that. Our defender tried that. It was bad. It was
It was
bad.
bad.
2
Yeah,
degrees
yeah,
away
yeah.
from me doing it. Let's
Yeah.
put it that way. I haven't played soccer since I was 12. Like, pathetic, honestly.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done it.
Man.
It was like over 16
But
Cleveland Browns.
soccer, like I couldn't even get pissed drunk because I was in Qatar, so I had to just deal with like my team sucking.
Yeah, that's exactly it's like the way they get in the hammer part. I'm so curious, man. We always ask all our guests this, and we've heard a bunch of great answers, and you've clearly had a lot of great experiences. And this could be from you playing anything, watching, no matter what.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sports memory ever?
When I made Team USA for track and field, it was just such a surreal moment. Well, there's 2 of them. When I made
Yeah,
the team, that was when I was 19 when I made the team for the first time. I finished number 1 in the country at the Olympic National Championships.
That's for
And
wrestling?
That's for track and
Oh,
field.
for track and field.
Yeah.
What events did you do?
100 meter.
Wow.
I disqualified in the 400 meter and I got first place, so I can only go for the 100 meter
Wow.
because I rode the line for 3 seconds, and I didn't know that rule existed. So that's a whole nother fucking ordeal I don't want to talk about. But
Yeah.
it was. I remember we got to Canada and it was just such a surreal moment. You know, you got Team USA on your chest. You know, it's nice outside. Canada's very clean. We're in their capital. And we're at this track, and there's just rolling hills of grass just going on for as long as I can see. It's like I was looking at, like, the old desktop pictures. You know what I'm talking about?
Shit was
Like the perfect
Dun,
white
dun, dun,
glass
It was
with the
trippy as
blue.
fuck before I knew what trippy as fuck was, dude. You know?
Yeah, for real.
And then a bunch
they,
of like porn pop-ups will pop on your screen.
Yeah.
What, Mom? How'd these get here?
But, you know, on top of just the scenery and the setup, we were in their capital on our 4th of July. So I didn't get to see my family that year. And so I was like, you know, but I was representing the United States as their number 100 meter sprinter. So they unrolled a giant American flag across the field, had their national band play our national anthem. Gave me fucking goosebumps. Like, never, like, listen, I'm not one of those USA, USA, USA type of dudes. but I do rep the country, and I do love my country at the end of the day. And so, like, it was such a surreal moment. And then I went and won first place and won the track meet. So,
Let's go.
and I did it on TV, and my family got to watch me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What I've experienced 4th of July in another country, and it's actually it's weirdly nice because everyone that you're with from your country, it's a real good bonding moment.
Yeah.
Did you experience that?
Yeah, no, it was cool, man. Like, everybody, we were all band. It was like we were a band of brothers and sisters, you know. It was just, it's like, I don't have many words for that experience, but, like, I can remember it like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Because that was my, like, breakout season of becoming a pro. Like, that year, I had set the American record for the 100-meter, and then I reset it, and then I reset it again when I fucking won the national championships, and then boom, started winning track meets.
I'm sure quite the homecoming party after that, yeah?
Oh, no, dude, I got home back in Ohio, and, like, the whole city had, like, set up a thing for me.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Love
It
that.
was awesome. They have a day named after me every year now.
Did you get big scissors and get to cut like a?
Nah,
that's
but
like a dream of mine, dude.
But every year on the 27th of September, 2 days before my birthday, there's Zion Clark Day in my hometown.
That's awesome.
because of that moment.
So you got to be.
I'm one of few like Paralympians to ever get that far. So coming out of my city.
If you go 2024 in the Olympics and you medal, has there been someone else who has a medal from the Paralympics and the Olympics?
No, but my older cousin is the world's fastest rugby player on Team USA 7, so he has a couple Olympic gold medals. So he did it before me. So I'm gonna be the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. I have family that are pro athletes too.
You have some athletic friends and family.
Yeah.
My two most athletic friends are sitting right here.
And that tells you something. That tells you something. I read that you could do in 3 minutes 248 diamond push-ups.
Yeah, I set the world. I broke the world record for that like 4 weeks ago.
So many diamond
4
push-ups.
weeks ago?
4 weeks ago.
So you could do this right now.
No,
I
I don't
mean-
want to.
He's like, hey.
But you could, hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically, I could
We give you 3 beers and eggs you on.
make it 6 beers.
Yeah.
No, it was crazy because the record was 241, and I actually failed it the first attempt. Just because, like, I don't know if my body wasn't warmed up or what, but, like, it just wasn't happening that first attempt. And I got really pissed off, so then I tried it again, and then I beat it by 7 more than what the record was.
Wait, so okay.
You knew this was a record, and you were like, "I'm gonna beat this."
Yeah, and then I failed, and then I tried again, and I beat it by 7.
Were you like, "Okay, I got to do a bunch of diamonds again and again and again to get there," and
yeah,
then
I think the way I was counting was bad, you know. So then the second time I was doing it by increments of 10,
yeah.
like just doing 10. 1,
Did somebody
10.
officially check it?
Yeah, we had a adjudicator, people like we had,
Guinness, right? They send.
Mr. Guinness was
Yeah,
there.
Mr.
Yeah.
Guinness.
You guys had Guinness after, yeah?
Huh?
You had Guinness after?
No, that shit's gross. That's so gross.
So you haven't been to Ireland then?
If that's where they drink, is how they drink, then I'm bringing my own bottle. With me.
No, they got whiskey. You're
They got
chilling.
whiskey,
They got
yeah.
they good.
Okay,
They got
I
their
drink-
shit.
I drink
Yeah, they're
whiskey.
fine there. I mean, so I just have to ask on this. You did it, failed, and how quickly after do you do it again?
Like an hour,
What
An
the?
hour? What?
2 hours at tops, maybe.
Damn,
After
dude.
attempting other challenges.
I'm not even wishing you good luck in a fight. You don't need it. You do not need my luck.
I like to say I'm an athlete.
Yeah. Zion Clark, man, thank you for jumping on with us,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
We're
this-
stoked to watch the fight, man. We're going to root on the shit out of you, dude.
December
you.
17th.
Yeah.
This has probably been one of the cooler podcasts I've done. So.
Oh, really?
What's up, man?
Some people are fucking boring, bro.
Really?
And I just gotta flat out say that. You know.
Good.
like,
You can say what you want, dude.
You
Speak
got-
your mind.
You guys be more like these guys, because you
Yeah.
guys all suck. So.
Yeah. I mean, look, not to toot our own horns, but not many other podcasts are talking about drinking Heidi Klum's blood at Erewhon, right?
I think
There you go.
That's probably one of one.
One of one.
One of one.
One of one.
Dare to be different. One of one. All right, hug 'em horns. Zion Clark, man. Thanks for joining us, brother.